Welcome in, everybody, to Betting Pros. It's time to place your bets. It's me, Joey P, Joe Pisapia, and this is BP NFL. It's time for Thursday Night Football with my boy, Scott Bogman, and you hanging out here with us, talking ball. We've got the Rams. They are hosting the Minnesota Vikings. That's right, the Vikings finally took an L last week to their division rival, the Detroit Lions, the Los Angeles Rams, a team that can't seem to get out of their own way, but they might be on the precipice of getting Cooper Kupp back. That's at least a receiver, so that would be nice. Scott Bogman, we were talking before the show that, Sunday Night Football's got a song. Monday Night Football, used to be all the rowdy friends. I think Thursday Night Football needs a song, but I think it should be from some kind of just mid-band from like the 90s. Like Train should do it, just so exactly what you're getting into when it comes to Thursday Night Football. What do you think?
I think it should be like a local band that never made it from whatever city is hosting the game every single week. I think that's what it should be. So
yeah, I just want to set the tone right. I think that's what it is.
Yeah, just like raise the expectations, and then the show is awful. That's what you want to do for Thursday Night Football.
Like you can't have some like amazing rock band or amazing singer come in there and get everybody's hopes up for Thursday night.
How miserable was last Thursday night's game where everyone's watching it just because I think I'm the only person that picked the over that I saw. Every other person had the under, and it should have been under. And oh my God, you got it? Who is it?
I got it. Imagine Dragons. That's who needs to do it. Thursday Night Football song, Imagine Dragons. Nailed it. That's it. Let's go. Let's move on. All right, let's talk about the game here. The Los Angeles Rams are the host here for this one. They are 3-point underdogs, obviously. You would think maybe a little more. Minus 105 over on DK. That's the best place you can get that line as of right now. Minnesota, 3-point favorites, obviously. Even money, most places, somewhere around that vein. 48 to 48.5. That's kind of the number we're flirting with here. And plus 140 on the money line for the Rams. So, Boggs, it feels like a situation where Minnesota Vikings get back on track. The Cooper Kupp thing kind of does throw a wrench in because they become much more competitive when they have that guy on the field offensively. So that could be a bit of a problem. I'm still relatively comfortable with Minnesota in the points here, Boggs. Where do you stand? I'm not touching the total. Give me Minnesota with the 3, and I'm just going to hope that they win by a touchdown, and this is an easy Thursday night game for them on the road in a place that is far from a hostile environment.
We got an agreement on this one, Joe. I am all over the Vikings as well.
Yeah,
I don't like the Rams. They have not been good. This Vikings team blitzes at an insane rate, first in the NFL. That offensive line for the Rams is bad and beat up. I don't think the Rams match up very well. The only thing they have going for them is that this is at home, and the Rams are famously one of the teams without great home field advantage. The Chargers too. Just there's so many people in LA that are transplants. You're going to get a lot of Vikings fans as well in this game. So yeah, I do not have any love for the Rams right now. Give me the Vikes.
No, me neither. I have the song, too, if you want to hear it. It goes like this. Whoa, 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 it's Thursday Night Football, Thursday Night Football. That's it.
Perfect.
Did
you write the Imagine Dragons song?
On some level. Yeah, that's pretty much. That's how good. I'm going to be on tour with them later this winter, so just keep an eye out for that. Also, another thing to keep an eye out for is the new offer we've got. Now, I know a lot of people are new to the channel. By the way, shout out. Thank you so much, everybody. We are now over 50,000 subscribers on the YouTube channel. Just a couple years of doing this. That's very exciting. We want to get it to 100,000. For those of you who are new and still don't know about the Betting Pros app, this is the time to download the app. When you download it, you can get the 30-day free trial of the premium tools. So you get the tools anyway. They're free. They're amazing. But then there's those premium tools that are even better, will literally help you kind of elevate to the next level. October's the best month to bet sports. You got football. You got college football. You've got NHL, NBA. You've even got MLB World Series still going on there because they take forever to finish that thing. So look, this is the time to do it. 30 days free. The promo code, Uncle Joey's going to give it to you, FP free. That's the promo code. Go get it right now. Download it wherever you get your apps from and download the Betting Pros app and use that promo code FP free. 30-day free trial of the premium tools. That's the way to go. So Boggs and I are in agreement. So dangerous thing here. So let's just go right to the props here. I'll start with Sam Darnold, 21.5 completions, minus 105 here. You want to go over or under that number in this game against the Rams?
I'm going to go under 21.5 completions. It's minus 105. It's actually opened up by a full completion from yesterday. It was 20.5, and I'm still going under on that. Darnold has hit that total only once this season, last week against Detroit, and they were down in that game, obviously, trying to play catch up. You and I both don't think that that is what the Vikings are going to do in this game. They come in as 3-point road favorites. I think they're going to win going away. So I don't think we're going to need Sam Darnold to play catch up at all. The Rams don't match up well, as I said before. While the Vikings do pass at a pretty high clip, 58.1%, they play at the 5th lowest pace in the NFL, 57.8 offensive plays per game. So for me, I just think with the game script that I see in my head of them running the ball a lot late, I don't see why he's going to need to throw the ball enough times to get 22 completions, really. So I like to go under on this total.
All right, so we're going under there. Let's go to the other quarterback on the other side, Matthew Stafford. What about for him to throw a pick? You want to take this here? Minnesota Vikings defense is ferocious. They get after the quarterback. Secondary's pretty good. I mean, they've been really good. Hey, look, you lose to the Lions, you lose to the Lions. You fought hard. You know, you came up a little short there. Now, and I think that's good. I think they have the
no, but they need to trade for Matt Stafford now. Oh my God, we need to go trade Kevin O'Connell. It's definitely not clickbait. So it's really happening, Joe. So
I know. It's upsetting. And I heard the rumors about the Giants wanting to trade for Stafford too, and I'm like, what are we doing here?
I mean, come on. Who is going to protect Matt Stafford? I mean, I guess the Rams O-line isn't doing it, but Stafford has 3 touchdowns and 4 picks so far this season, right? The Vikings lead the NFL with 11 interceptions so far. The only team with a lower pass blocking grade on PFF than the Rams is New Orleans. We saw how good that was for them on Thursday night. Killed a bunch of my props with that lopsided game last week as well. And the Vikings, number 1 in blitz percentage, pressure percentage, 3rd best in hurry percentage, the 4th most sacks in the league, 5th highest QB knockdown rate. And we both think the Vikings are going to win this game. So we should see a decent amount of passing from the Rams as well. Is Cooper Kupp in there or not? If he is, how limited is he? There's just too many outs to a pick here for Matt Stafford. So I'm going to take the over half a pick.
All right, let's go to Ty Chandler, the rushing yards number 19.5. You want to go over or under that?
I'm going to go over that. My feeling in this game, again, is that the Vikes roll, so this should be a lot of running late. Rams are giving up 151.7 rushing yards per game. That's 30th. Only Carolina and Indy are worse. And the Rams are only one of the 5 teams in the NFL that have an opponent rushing percentage over 50%. So it means, we're not passing the ball because we're up late. We're running the ball a lot late. And Aaron Jones is playing in this game, but he's coming in at less than 100%. So if you get a lead, why not give the kid a couple rush attempts? And I think, he's a burst guy. He could definitely get to this 19.5 on one big run, especially if he's playing against a gas defense late. So I like that over for Ty Chandler.
All right, we're going to talk a lot about Kyren Williams the rest of the show because the guy's been just unbelievably consistent. I have 0 shares because I'm more of an early wide receiver build in my fantasy league. So I wish I had some, and I was a little afraid that he couldn't repeat last year. And then the foot issue before camp started, I was like, oh no, here we go. And he's been anything but, man. He has been just a touchdown machine. He's been so good. But let's talk about one number here, 18.5 rushing attempts, because I know you've got some feelings about this one.
Yeah, this number is a little dicey, but I'm going to go under it. He has hit this in all but one game so far. But the only running back on Thursday Night Football this year to get that total was Achane. And that was when, he came into that game gimpy, so we didn't think he was going to have that many carries, but that's a game Tua went out, right? So they just handed the ball. They were losing. They wanted to get out of there. They handed the ball to Achane a ton in that game. So Kyren got 22 carries last year for the Rams on Thursday Night Football. So he has on a Thursday gone over this total, but in that game, they're up 17-7.5. They're up 27-7 after 3 quarters. So it's just a lot of Kyren Williams to burn the clock in the second half in that game. We both said we don't think that is how this is going to go. And Minnesota is leading the league in the lowest rush percentage by opponents this year because they've beaten the brakes off of everybody except for Detroit. So the rushing percentage against the Vikings this season is 30%. Very, very low. So I think the Vikings win this game kind of going away. I hope it doesn't turn into one of these nasty lopsided games that ruins every prop again, like the Denver from last week. But I took too many overs, so I'm going to go under this total. But let's switch to that, and I'll take an over as my last pick, Joey, on Kyren Williams receiving yards at 16.5. Best way to calm that blitz percentage, which we told you is number 1 in the league, is to throw short passes and screens. Lions running backs last week, Gibbs, 4 targets, 4 catches, 44. Montgomery, 4 targets, 3 catches, 39. So we know that the Rams like to go with the 1 running back system. Blake Corum only gets in there when Kyren is absolutely gassed. So Kyron's going to get most of these, targets and receptions. And the Vikes have the 5th most targets per game. The running back 7.2. They're allowing 5 receptions and 37.8 yards per game to running backs as well. So I'll take an over and an under on the Kyren Williams side for this Thursday night game.
Well, definitely writing a script. You could feel it. You're writing a short film about Thursday night football here and how it's going to go. I'm going to get to my same game parlay in just a second too, because I want to remind everybody we've got ways to make your picks count besides just winning money. If wagering is not available where you live, you can still make picks and win cool free stuff at bettingpros.com/NFL contest. So download the Betting Pros app or go to the community tab, look for the NFL contest. And we're doing weekly and monthly prizes. All you got to do is make picks and be better than everybody else. That's it. That's all you got to do. And you don't even have to be putting money on it. So download the BP app. Even if you can't make a bet, you can still win some free stuff with our bettingpros.com/NFL contest. All right, I'm just going to stick with Kyren Williams. I feel like this is kind of the OK Corral moment here for the Rams, where it's like, you get Cooper Kupp back. Can you try to get something here? Can you be competitive? And I know it's Thursday night. I know it's a short week. That could be a little tricky too. But Kyren Williams has gone over his rushing prop here 3 weeks in a row. 4 actually, all the way back to the San Francisco game. So in terms of this number, it's 73.5 where it is. I got it at 71.5. I've moved up to 73.5. I would still take it anyway. I see that one moving here, and I'm going to go ahead and take that along with the Kyren Williams anytime touchdown, and I'm going to get plus money on it because this guy just scores touchdowns every single game. Of course, this will be the one where he doesn't, I'm sure. And if he doesn't, I'm going to make Imagine Dragons do like a double live album about it. That's what I'm going to do. So
Radioactive.
Thursday night football. Thursday night football. All these games suck. Out your damn soul. Kyren Williams, anytime touchdown, 71.5. Give it to me. Let's go. And it's time to call some touchdowns. Boggs, you all know, everybody knows out there. If you're looking to build your own same game parlay too, you can combine multiple bets within a single NFL game over at Betting Pros as well. Use the same game parlay builder right there. So, people are saying, you can do a lot of cool things on our Betting Pros, but what about the SGPs? Well, we fixed that. So we've been having it all season long. So use the same game parlay builder and check out the best betting houses to make those bets. So you are maximizing that again at bettingpros.com/parlay. That's the place you can find that tool, or just on the app. Just get the app. FP free. Do it. Easy. Bogman, let's call some touchdowns here. No Kyren Williams touchdowns. Can't do that. It's off the board here for this one. I just did it in the same game parlay. What do you got?
Give me Aaron Jones, minus 130. Like I said, I think they're up late. I think Aaron Jones is the most likely to score in this game for the Vikings.
Okay, I will take Cooper Kupp, plus 125. Let's go. I told you, this is it. This is the last stand. It's straight out of Tombstone here, where you're just trying to, because after this, you lose another game, the Rams are done. Like, it is over. You get a W, you sneak one out here. The Vikings got punched in the mouth. It's a short week. They got to travel to LA.
The Vikings are not impervious. They're not. But
they're not. They're not perfect.
The Rams, I just don't think match up very well. I
don't think they do either, but they've got a couple things going for them. They got a good head coach.
Yep.
They do have a quarterback.
They're at home.
And if they get Cooper Kupp back, it's the difference. They always look completely different with Cooper Kupp and without Cooper Kupp, or with Puka Nacua and without him too. So sure. I think the mindset here is if you get Kupp back this week, get a W. You get Puka back next week, you might be able to make a run. Because right now you're looking up at those 49ers, Boggs, and you're saying, what's so special about those guys?
They're beatable.
I don't blame them.
Yeah, they're beatable. Seahawks are good
beatable.
too. Yeah, Cardinals are probably a little better than we gave them credit for, but still not very good. That division's tougher than expected, but yeah, I mean, the Rams can do it. I think McVay is definitely the best coach in that division by
100%.
a wide
The
margin.
offensive line stinks, and it's not going to help. But look,
Yeah.
if you look at what they've got left, right, they've got the Vikings this week, then they've got the Seahawks on the road. Okay, big division game. Like, just if you handle your business in your division, like you might be there.
That is one of those few NFL games where you're like, anything can happen. I mean, the Rams love to beat
100%.
the Seahawks when the Seahawks are good, and the Seahawks love to beat the Rams when the Rams are good.
Yeah, there's chaos there. Rams, Dolphins, then they get the Patriots, the Eagles. That could be a little tricky. The Saints, I think, are going in the wrong direction, unfortunately. The Bills will be tough, and the 49ers, then they get them again in December 12th. They get the Jets. Who knows what that team looks like by December 22nd. The Cardinals and the Seahawks again to end the season. So, again, if you pull yourself up by the haunches and you get a W this week, all of a sudden,
got a veteran quarterback, good players. You need to improve that pass rush. Really, the defense needs to work. So the O-line will get healthier and probably gel a little bit better. The defense needs to work. We need these young guys, Verse, Fisk. We need these guys to get in there and make some noise.
I want everybody in the comments on the YouTube channel, again, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell till it goes ding. I want you to drop your mediocre band choice for a Thursday night football song. That is my assignment, America, to all of you. Get out there, do it. I'm going to read them. I will. Your mediocre band choice for Thursday night football song. I want to hear. It could be an artist too, a single artist. I will open up. I don't want to stifle anybody's musical creativity here. So there you go. Give me a musical artist or band that you think would be a good, disappointing, setting everybody up for a poor Thursday night of football, because more often than not, they have been better this year than last year. Last year was the dregs, man. Last year was brutal, but hopefully Boggs will hit some of these props here. He's always got some good stuff. No defensive stuff from you today. I'm a little disappointed by it.
I've whiffed on the defensive one. Every single damn player but Jonathan Cooper got a sack for the Broncos last week. I don't know if you saw. They had six sacks, and Cooper was none of them. I couldn't believe it. Frustrating.
I streamed the Denver Broncos defense though last week.
Well, you did
in
well
a 14 team league, and that worked out. Like that was a go. I was like, well, I'm gonna keep these guys and roll with them, and we're gonna roll on through week 8, and then of course through the rest of the season. Don't forget, download the BP app. Use that promo code FP free. Now is the time to do it. If you've never done it before, this is the time to download the app and use the premium tools for free. That'll do it for us. But the story of the game goes on. For Scott Bogman, I'm Joey P. Try your best to enjoy Thursday Night Football.